Hey everybody, this is Lois Griffin from Family Guy. You're watching Clips and Quips.
Hi there, I'm Boaz Frankel, and I'm here on location in Portland, Oregon for this week's weekly Clips and Quips web show. Now, first up today, the movie Little Children, which was directed by Todd Field, who also did In the Bedroom. It's a sometimes difficult to watch film about marriage and infidelity, and Todd Field, the director, actually grew up here in Portland, Oregon. I got a chance to talk to the stars of the movie, Kate Winslet and Patrick Wilson. Take a look. Did you guys ever work together before?
No.
And never again.
Ouch. Ouch.
I kid.
When did you guys meet when you were working on this?
Yes, pretty much. Yes, we absolutely did. We met, I guess it was, no, when did we first meet? No, it can't have been first day of rehearsals. I actually can't remember.
I don't know.
But it was
Not
after we
memorable
both...
at all.
After,
Dinner.
Really?
No, it was
Dinner
after,
with me, you and Todd.
That's right, yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, we had dinner,
Yep.
that's right.
Yep.
What do you remember about that first time? Because, you know, these are people you're going to be working with pretty intensely.
Oh, I was so excited. I was late.
Yeah.
I was late because I was
You're
trying to
putting
get
your kids to bed, right?
my son to bed, and he just wouldn't
Right.
go to bed. And I'm thinking,
Right.
I've got to go, Patrick Wilson. Oh, he's going to think I'm useless and I'm late for everything. And
Which I did.
yeah, thank you. I mean, I was very excited to meet Patrick because, you know, I couldn't think of anybody else who could possibly have played this part. So, you know, I was thrilled that he was doing it, and, you know, thrilled that I was going to get to meet him and blah, blah, blah.
Get a load of her.
All
Kate
that kind of
Winslet,
stuff.
superstar.
Don't ever call me that.
And, you know, you play these flawed characters in the movie, and it seems sort of dicey because, you know, they've got these issues, but you still want the audience to be able to root for them. Did you ever, you know, think about that sort of line?
It's funny that somehow it's a novel and different idea to have flawed characters, and as
Right.
you know, what a crazy idea. They're actually real people. Wow,
Right.
that's so, you know.
Yeah.
You have to find out what they want. And so when you sort of concentrate on this person trying to be a better person, you don't get caught up in the flaws that they have, because you know that they're good, and you just sort of have to trust that the audience is gonna go along for the ride. Because at the end of the day, really all you want the audience to do is care, whether it's for Brad and Sarah or whether it's for Ronnie. No matter how dark or light the character is, you ultimately want the audience to believe you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that we both felt so excited to play these characters just because they were, I think, people that we both had known, you know, at different points in our lives. And I mean, and I identified certainly with parts of Sarah as well. But, you know, movies don't always have to be about, you know, the feel-good factor at the end of it. And I mean, to me, it's very important to make films that do feel real, almost kind of, you know, quite bluntly so.
Sure.
And that's very much what this film is about. And I love that sort of atmosphere of this movie, that, you know, you really feel this is happening somewhere or could happen somewhere.
Because I really got that visceral reaction, you know, and also then you're laughing out loud the next second.
Sorry,
When you guys...
I really have to stop one at a time.
Man,
Yeah.
well, that's sort of a downer of an ending.
Always goes so.
No, there's nothing wrong with this tape. They were just so strict at this junket that they cut me off mid-question. But I guess I won't hold it against them, because I still like the movie. Little Children is playing in theaters now. Now, I think it's probably safe to say that we all grew up on Sesame Street, and on October 24th, they're releasing this DVD compilation of some of the series' earliest episodes. Do you hear that?
Sunny day, sweeping the clouds away. On my way to where the air is.
Welcome to our little... No, that's not good. Welcome to our... Hey!
Sorry about that.
Whoa.
Sorry, I'm just in a
You almost knocked me down.
prairie dog, aren't you?
Yes, why?
I've seen you around before. It's just
Oh.
to meet in person.
All right.
Sorry about that. I guess I'll see you later.
Yeah. Watch where you're going next time, buddy. Welcome.
What year did you start on Sesame Street?
I believe it was 72. It was the third year that the show was on the air.
Wow.
So to last so long, is remarkable. In a society that hates anything old, we love disposable
Right.
things. So,
Was there a point when you realized, like, okay, I guess this is sort of long term?
No. Every year, I think this has got to end sometime. But there certainly was a point where I was very interested in what the people were doing, what the mission was, and that I wanted to be a part of it.
Right.
And that's when I started writing for the show.
Favorite fruit?
Apple.
Favorite animal?
Dog.
Favorite sandwich?
Ooh, peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, me too. High five.
High five. Go, you go.
And I remember we didn't rehearse. We just
Oh,
kind
really?
of, well, you did it once and then
Right.
you did it. It wasn't like the long rehearsal process. And Carol Spinney, who plays Big Bird and Oscar, once said to me, "Don't worry, there's only going to be 5 million people seeing this."
Welcome to our little play. We have Maria and Boaz today. Woo! I'm halfway there.
You know, now they're releasing this new DVD with, you know, first few seasons and all this material. Have you had a chance to watch it?
I did. And
What was that like?
Oh, it was wonderful because I loved the show before I was on it.
Oh, wow.
And seeing them again was, and seeing Big Bird's little tiny head before they redesigned him, and seeing
Right.
Oscar as an orange.
Yeah,
puppet.
that looks, I mean, that was a good move,
Yeah.
making that switch.
Yeah.
Now, I've got sort of some hardcore questions.
Oh, no, not hardcore. This is a children's show.
Well, you know, I've got some questions. I came prepared.
Oh, boy.
Now,
They won't be hard, will they?
a little hard.
Have mercy, Boaz. Have mercy.
I'll do what I can. Can't make any
Okay.
promises.
Yep.
Brace yourself. Now, based on my research into early footage of Big Bird,
Who?
Big Bird?
Oh, yeah, the big yellow guy, right?
Right.
Mhm.
I think he's had some plastic surgery.
No way.
I wanted to know.
You know what?
Yeah.
He had a very good doctor.
And you must get recognized a lot on the street.
I do, but not as much as I used to be.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In the beginning, when we were the only show around,
Right.
kids recognized us all over the place. And now there's a lot of other children's shows, but we get recognition from 35-year-olds who were the first audience to watch the show.
Wow.
And that's really satisfying because it really means a lot to them, and they get very emotional. And you realize that you reminded them of when they were sitting on their parents' laps at 4 o'clock in the afternoon,
Wow.
watching Stevie Wonder on Sesame Street.
How to get to Sesame Street? How to get to Sesame Street? How to get to Sesame
Damn, that was a long way to Sesame Street. But Sesame Street Old School is available on October 24th on DVD. And this is probably a good time to remind you that Sesame Workshop, who produces Sesame Street and a few hundred versions of Sesame Street around the world, is still a nonprofit organization. So when you buy a copy of Sesame Street Old School, you are helping to support Prairie Dawn and Maria so that they can teach kids around the world, which is pretty cool. And that's pretty much the end of this week's episode. If you have any questions or comments, please send me an email at boaz@clipsquips.com. You can see it right down there. And if we choose to read your email here on the show, we'll send you something exciting, a special prize. I can't tell you what it is, but it will be exciting. I can guarantee you that. Next week, another good episode with Gary Marshall, Doris Roberts from Everybody Loves Raymond, as well as Lily Tomlin. I think that's everybody. It should be a good one. Otherwise, I will see you next week. And I'd actually like to dedicate this closing of the show to Joe Marin, who wrote in with a special request. So I'd like to close this one for him. Joe, keep it real and stay on the cusp. This episode of Clips and Quips has been brought to you by Pass the Pigs, which in my opinion is the best game in the world. You ever played it? Well, if not, you can get your own copy by sending an email to gimme@clipsquips.com with the subject, I want pigs. Or if you don't win, you can just go out and buy your own copy. It's a lot of fun, and it is worth it.